Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 18 of KreamGetsStuff. Now, I did have footage for this recorded before my long break, but I lost it in a PC wipe. So, I'm in 12W30E, and I have no idea what I missed and what I didn't from the last episode. That means we have a lot to cover in terms of unobtainables. Ooh, iron. So, I did some planning and some resource gathering in anticipation for this episode, and I want to cover all the things that I may have missed in one go. Like a speedrun almost. I also want to work on the entrance to my museum because I've had it built up in my test world for ages, but I never actually got around to doing it in this world. So that's on the list for today. And I also had a change of plans for our main base here. Instead of a missile silo in the middle, I want to build like just a decent storage room since we're really lacking in that department. Stuff's kind of just scattered everywhere right now. So I want somewhere central to just put all my stuff. So if I ever need anything, I can just go over there and grab it. But with that said, let's get into it. That also means going back to the museum because that's actually where I want to start this episode, like fully. So actually, in this chest, I have a few things that I've been organizing for this episode. So the first thing I want to cover is off-center maps. Now, when you make a map in these versions, okay, so this this is a glitch. I think it's client-sided. It's like a bug. This isn't like an empty map. If I drop it, I think it might work. Yeah, there we go. So also these lines shouldn't be there later on, but this map took me ages to fill out because each chunk is 4x4 pixels on this map. So this goes all the way from my base over there, way over there, like a few hundred blocks over to the museum. The iron farm's there in the bottom middle. You can see it, all the stone in the middle of the desert. You can see the chunk borders of the left side. And so the reason it's an off-center map is in later versions, when you make a map, it's centralized within a chunk. Within, I think it's like 128 by 128, so about, pardon my bad maths, 8 chunks by 8 chunks. I think. No, that can't be right. Is it? I don't know. It's something like that. Maybe 10 chunks. Maybe it's like 10 by 10. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, so this map is off-center. So in those updates, if I made a map, it wouldn't line up with this one. Um, and I can demonstrate what maps are like in this version actually, because I have the stuff to craft one here. I don't have a crafting bench though. So yeah, this is a map. We all know that. But you can see it's centered on the museum now. It's not like it's not gonna be centered on anything else. It's centered on where you create it. It's not like centered to where the game would center it in modern versions. It's hard to explain, but if you played modern Minecraft, you'll know what I mean. And also these maps take ages to fill out. Like you can see how far I'm running here, and it's doing nothing for this map. So this one is not getting filled out fully, but it's still off center, so I'm gonna keep this one as well. Also a little quirk is I'm running straight right now, but my map icon is tilted to the side slightly, so that's fun. But yeah, next thing. We have the funny logs. Now I named these because I discovered them actually in this version and the version before it. If you silk touch logs in different sizes, these were introduced the last update, so the 12W30D. And if you silk touch these at different angles, it drops woods with different data values where they're slanted to these sides. So that's very fun. And I thought, with all my infinite wisdom, I had to come up with a name for these things. So I racked my brain for hours, and the best thing I could come up with was funny logs. Which is way better than invalid data value, whatever other logs, So, um, it has a page on the wiki, a redirect for funny logs. Yes, I know, I'm special. I got that done, so I'll link that in the description. But so, I'm just pulling up now to a desert. As you can see, we're quite far out, and that's because we're going to a desert temple. Because before I'm gonna assume it's before 1.6. I think 1.6 when they added hardened clay and terracotta and stuff. Before that, these things used wool instead of terracotta for their window. Like the not the windows, the patterns. So I think there should just there. I've been here before, but this is actually a really nice area of terrain as well, which we probably will come back to because there's a desert here There's a mushroom island just over there that's connected to land. There's a spruce biome, and I think there's a forest as well, and they're all connected. So we'll definitely have to do something cool here eventually. But yeah, here. So, I've already marked that, you can see. And yeah, the only reason we came here is because the difference in structure here is just that the thing uses wool instead of hardened clay. Uses wool in the middle here too. Also the loot table's quite different. I've already removed the TNT under here, so we don't have to worry about that. But you know, there's just gold and bones and some iron. No emeralds, no diamonds, no enchanted books or anything like that, because obviously they weren't in the game yet. So how could they be in here? So I'm gonna build back up because I don't want to actually disturb this place yet. I'm gonna place a torch in there just so no creepers spawn down there. But yeah, so that's all we really came here for. I I should have brought obsidian so I could set up a portal and link it here, but I suppose we'll just do that later. So now I have to make my way back. I should also mention that obviously we can still get villages from before the Village and Pillage update 1.14, where they're just different generation. But I think A, we've already got a couple of those in this world, and B, I think I showed one way back when we were trying to find the stronghold because it cut off because of beta 1.8 pre-release, pre-re-upload, I think. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go back to base, and then yeah, we'll continue from there because we still gotta cover something else. So a little artifact I just found in my world. For some reason in these oceans, there's just little pockets of air here. There's one here. There's a couple over this way too. I only noticed them because I went into F3, and you can just see them here, just barely. There's one down here as well. It's just a pocket of air. That's really strange. If anyone has any idea what's going on here, let me know. So, we're back now, and I'm gonna cover the changes from when we left off last episode to this version that we're in now. So, we're gonna go through, I think, 7 updates, because this is 12W30E, so there was 5 updates in one day that all fixed bugs and added a few things. So there's a lot to go through, because I also have 12W25, 26, and 27A. So, we're gonna go through those now. And I'm gonna do it in one big list right now. So, I hope you're ready. Brace yourselves. So first off, we have LAN servers. They've been introduced now. So if I go over to here, I can go to open to LAN and I can turn that on, which is good because it means I can make better time lapses that don't give you guys seizures. All the wooden stairs in 12W25A got their different types, and redstone can be placed on upside down slabs, which is really nice. Pigs drop more pork. The sky in the end is purple and not greenish. Monsters spawn on upside down slabs. Sticky pistons are more sticky. They hold their blocks when the power is cut immediately. Netherward grows in the old world and end. Crafting a sign now stacks them to 3, and they can stack to 16 instead of just being single blocks, which can't stack. Fixed chests on top of each other, not opening. Logs can be placed in different directions, and when soaked touch, they drop the funny logs. Fixed dragon eggs displaying as lava when falling. And we got like a bunch of performance changes that make the game run smoother, which is really nice. And now that you've been overloaded with information, I want to show you the work that I want to do on the museum entrance, and I want to actually do it as course as well. And I will be using LAN. I keep going into the options. It's not in there. It's here. I'll be using LAN on my alt account to, you know, hopefully record a better time lapse, which shouldn't be too hard. I don't have my laptop to use anymore. I say that I have it. I just can't really get it out. So I can't record my alt time lapses like that method, but I can just have 2 different instances of Minecraft because I have 2 different monitors. So that should work for a decent time lapse, hopefully. And yeah, on my testing world that I have over here, we have the build. Now, I was messing around with this earlier with Joe Living Computer, so some changes are going to be made to the door to make it look more solid. I'm going to add some more detail here with these slabs and stuff like that. And we've got clay, there's obviously that face up there. But the main thing I want to focus on for today is this entrance here. Now, you may wonder why I built it out of wood when there's literally like no wood apart from the door on the rest of the build. Well, for 2 reasons. This part here, it reminds me a lot of the video Cubeland from, I think it was Slamacow? It must be Slamacow. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself, but I think it's Slamacow. And that video, I used to love that video when I was a wee lad, so, you know, I took inspiration from that, and I really like the way it looks when you just walk up from the portal, so you can see a bit of it in the background. There's going to be walls around here as well, obviously, but you come up here and it just kind of like reveals the build, and it's not too obnoxious as well. And I think it's a really rich color compared to the really cold looking stone building behind it. I don't know, man. It looks cool to me, so you know why not. So yeah, I'm gonna build this up in survival. It's gonna be a time lapse, and yeah, I should probably just get on with it. So you know, without further ado, let's do that. So, we're back at the base now, and I want to build the storage room. Because if we look around the world, you know, there's chests everywhere. There's zero organization. There's chests up there, chests up there. There's all the chests in there. There's all the ones at the museum. Yeah. So there's no organization at all. So the design I come up with, correct me if my math is wrong, but I think it will have 176 double chests of storage when we get trap chests. Right now I'll have half of that. So what? 50, 35, it's 3, 38. 88 double chest. I'm you think I'd write these things down before I start recording, but no. Um yeah. But I want to end this episode up with that time lapse actually. So I hope you enjoyed this catch up episode. And hopefully you're looking forward to the next one. I've actually got a bit of a cold coming on now, so you know, we'll see how that does me, but hopefully I should make some more quite soon. Because I'm really enjoying playing Minecraft again, especially on my series world. Like, I took a big break and now I'm back and I'm feeling better than ever. So, yeah. Without any extra commentary, I'm gonna leave you guys off with a time lapse of me just building this thing. So thank you very much for watching. It's been an honor having you here, and goodbye for now.